Okay, so real quick, just kind of tired, but I wanna get this out. So this has to do with price, okay, and um, and it's a twofold thing. So because a lot of what I do is up in the higher upper price range, and when I'm working with people and I'm helping people um, to get what they want, right? What holds people back from their personal success, especially around economics and around money, is a belief system. Okay, so one of the biggest things that I have, like for example, I met with a very talented health and wellness specialist. She does a lot of work on me, right? And so we had a conversation about me helping her to grow her business to where she could basically stop trading time for money and to grow a business for health and wellness that would be basically like worldwide. And so when it came down to the cost, right? And this is what a lot of people do. So I have to, and I was explaining to her, right? There's a couple of things. One is the payment gateway. So what the payment gateway is it's if you look at what a gateway is, it's something that is open and closed, right, by a door or a gate, right? And the gate is you. So what does this mean? The payment gateway is that basically when you believe in yourself, and in order to allow yourself to receive, you have to be willing to cross the payment gateway. So the payment gateway is an exchange, which means that you're investing an energetic form of yourself in the output of belief that you're going to invest something into what you want in order to get something back, right? And so um, part of what of how the payment gateway works is that the more you pay, the more you pay attention. Or I would say the more you pay, the more you're able to receive, right? But in actuality, it's the more committed you are, the more you receive, right? And so the payment is just an expression of your level of commitment, especially when you don't have that much, right? So if you have $10 million, $100,000 doesn't mean a lot to you, right? But let's just say you don't have even $10,000. So here's my point. Most people are trapped where they're at, especially if they're running a business and their business isn't really providing a lifestyle for them. It's just more of a job. Most people are trapped because they're trapped by the price. Okay, and so I have people who are interested in working with my services and my energy, right? But they may not necessarily believe that they can afford it. And so what I try to tell them is that the price is never the price is never the obstacle, or the price is never the thing that stops you from getting what you want. When you really want something, you'll find a way to get it. And so when you say to yourself, like, I don't care what the price is, I want it, or I'll do whatever it takes to get it. And what I mean by that is, now you start thinking in a way of like, how can I get it, right? So you could do it in payments. You can start coming up with creative things that you can move around. And so once the other person sees that you believe in yourself and that you really want it, then even sometimes they'll be flexible in about how they can help you to obtain it. But here's the problem. A lot of people will say, well, I don't have that. Why don't you make something or create a way to where people that don't have it can get it for free or get it for their price? So there's two things wrong with that. One is when you do that, you're asking the other person to lower their value and to come down to where you're at. When in reality the person is trying to bring you up and show you that you have to raise your value and believe in yourself so that you can charge more. See? Because when you believe in yourself and you understand that it's not the price, then when you charge more, people will pay it. People always pay, for high price things, or they pay more than what you think you should be charging. They pay that all day long on other things, right? And all those other things that they're paying those higher prices on, they're just saying like, this is just a price, and if you really want it, you'll find a way to get it. And the people that really want it find a way to get it, and then guess what? They have it. So my point is this: when you are looking at investing in yourself, it should never be the price that stops you. Okay? If you really want it, just get it. Like, just go find a way to do it, even if you have to stack up, save, sell some things, come up with an extra little side hustle, whatever it may be, because it's the intention that you really want it that allows you to receive. So the more you put in to trying to figure out how to get it, the more you are actually able to receive. And so that's what I'm saying. Even with the payment gateway, I can give away everything for free, but you can't even receive it. It's all in your face. You know what I'm saying? This is the information age. So everything that you want, everything that you are maybe interested in, is right there in your face, and that's the problem. When everything is available to you, it's actually harder to tap into and to get it, because even though it's right in front of you, so is everything else. So now you're so distracted with everything else that you can't even tap in and grab it. So the payment gateway actually allows you to tap in and actually pull it to you, actually allows you to receive it and sift through all the distractions and everything and attract it and pull it to yourself. Okay? The other thing is that when you invest in something that may be high priced or high ticket as an investment in yourself, right? When you start to cultivate your value at a high level and you ask people or you tell people what it is that you charge and you want them to exchange with you, if you don't do it yourself, then you can't flip the table around and ask other people to pay those prices, right? So part of the payment gateway and swinging both ways is that when you invest in yourself at a high level, what it allows you to do is it allows you to charge at a high level. Okay? So I just want to wrap this video up and just say that, price is never the obstacle. Price should never stop you from getting what you want. If there's an investment in yourself, or there's an investment or something that you really want and you believe in yourself, never let price be the thing that stops you. Okay? Because what ends up happening is that you'll always stay in the same position of doing things at a small scale. I can only buy things that are under $100. I can only invest in my things that, invest in myself that are only like $25, right? Or when you go to sell something, when you go to exchange, you won't believe that you can do things at a higher level. You'll say, well, okay, I would only pay $100. I would never spend more than $1,000. So I don't know why anyone else would pay me more than $1,000. See what I'm saying? So it's just a small, quick shift mentally that once you understand it, it changes the game. So like I said, I paid a lot of money for the knowledge that I have, right? And I still am constantly paying for coaches. I just hired another coach to help me build my 7-figure businesses. And I've paid over $10,000 for programs. I've paid over $100,000 to learn different things from mentors and things like that. And I never look at it like, oh, that's a lot of money, because money's infinite. Money's nothing but energy. You can there's an abundance amount of energy. There's an abundance amount of money floating around. There's trillions of dollars just floating around right now. All you have to do is just like tap into it, right? So my contracts, I have a couple contracts with Sorrento. My contracts alone today just generated over $1,000, and I'm not selling them. And that was just today. They've been making money the whole time, and I actually bought another one, another 2 call options on Sorrento, right? So my point is that money is easy if you believe it is, right? If you want something and you want to invest in yourself, just know that you have an abundance, so you don't have to be afraid. And that's what really holds people back, is that they're afraid of making a mistake. They're afraid that if I buy this program, if I invest in myself, they're thinking, well, what if it doesn't work? And my thing is that there's nothing that you could do. There's no type of investment that you can make inside of yourself that doesn't pay off. And what a lot of people have misconstrued is that what they think that they would deem as being successful investment inside of themselves is what is actually the distortion. Meaning that if you paid $10,000 for a program or an investment or a coach, right? And then in your mind, you're like, well, if I don't make $1,000,000 and it's a failure, or if I don't make my $10,000 back, it's a failure, in a certain amount of time. But in reality, is by the act of you investing the money, you've already opened up a door or a gateway that it may not happen in 30 days, it may not happen in 90 days, it may not happen even in a year. But the fact is that it's always going to come back to you, right? See, this is an energetic thing. These are some of the metaphysical principles, is that the investment in yourself always comes back to you. It just may not be in the way that you originally intended, or it may not be in the way that you think it should happen. But if you look at over the course, over the years, when you have made investments in yourself, you'll see that you are where you are today because of the investments that you made in yourself, and they may not have even like looked like the way it was in the first couple of years. But then 10 years down the road, all those things that appeared to be failures all accumulated, and then now when you compute your ideas and you look at your self-confidence and all that stuff, it's an accumulation of all the investments and all the difficult choices that you made over the last 10, 20 years, not just over the last 3 months or the last month, right? So never let price be the obstacle. And actually, the higher the price, the more you're going to get out of it. The higher the price, typically in the world of commercial, in the world of commerce, typically the higher the value and the quality, the more the price is, right? So when you're looking at price, typically what you're going to find is that the higher the price, the more you're going to get out of it, or the more quality that you're going to get out of it, right? Or the more energy has been invested into creating a quality product, service, or experience that you're going to get out of it. All right, so keep a winning mindset, and yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys.